Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick Watch Reviews, and thanks for joining me on this kind of dreary Sunday morning. Today we have the Spinnaker Dumas 300-meter automatic diver, and this is model number SP-5081-BB, and this happens to be the tangerine model. Anyway, Spinnaker has some really nice new colorways for the Dumas. Let's check this thing out. Alright guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. Also, make sure you check out my watches for sale playlist for all of the latest watches I'm selling on my channel, including this one. You can save yourself a ton of money and you get free shipping. Alright guys, this is the new Spinnaker packaging. I like it. These inner watch boxes are really tough, man. Let's take a look at this thing. I mean, these things are heavy duty. They're really, really sturdy. I don't know if they're what they're made out of, but it's like it's got some sort of canvas on the top. Really, really nice, solid watch box. All right, get this out of the way. Let's open this thing up. There is the Dumas, nice orange, or as they call it, tangerine colorway. Good looking watch. No manual or any sort of literature inside here. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe that was a mistake. Or maybe you just, check out their online shop and you can download a manual and warranty card and other good stuff. Anyway, the one that sent me, it didn't have any sort of literature inside. And that's probably not the same customer experience you would get if you actually bought one from them. Let's take this thing out. Good looking watch, man. As usual, I'll go ahead and put all the specs that you need to know, all of the 7 specs down there in the description field. All right. Get all this stuff out of the way. All right. It does have a few faults, at least in my opinion, but overall, man, it's a great watch. You're looking at a 44 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 15 millimeters thick. It's 48 millimeters lug to lug. It's on a 22 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. It's 300 meters water resistant, which is 990 feet. You do get a Seiko NH35 movement inside with about a 41-hour power reserve. You also get a sapphire crystal with an AR coating. And of course, check out the description field for everything else. It's got a screw down crown, screw down case back, all that good stuff. So good looking watch. Again, it does have a couple flaws. I mean, nothing really major in my opinion. The main thing about these Spinnaker watches, there has been a noticed quality improvement with these watches. I don't know what the Dartmouth group, that's the group that owns Spinnaker and Aviate, has done, but they've really improved the quality of these watches. I mean, these feel like they come from a much bigger, much more well-established watchmaker with better, quality assurances, better tolerances. They've done a fantastic job with these watches as of late. I haven't reviewed a Spinnaker in quite some time. It's heavy. It's about, 212 grams. So it's not a light watch by any means. And again, it does have a couple little flaws, and I'll go over those. But the good stuff is it's a good looking watch. It is very legible. I love this orange tangerine dial. I've always loved orange dials on watches. The dial itself is very three-dimensional. I love that raised kind of ledge around the date window. I don't know if I would have gone with black or actually white on black. I might have reversed that for me personally. It's still pretty legible, but I might have gone with maybe a different color for the date wheel. The weird thing is about the hands kind of look, I don't know, a little mismatched to me. What do you all think? I mean, you have this huge minute hand over here with this very small hour hand. I do like the second hand with that little lollipop on the end. But they just seem a little, I don't know, man, a little mismatched. As well as the cover, you've got that light kind of baby blue, sky blue border around the minute hand. You have those little baby blue dots right at the indexes on the end, as you can see there. I don't know about the handset, and the baby blue I don't care about, but maybe not for the big minute hand. They might have, wanted to make that yellow or some different color. And again, the overall shape of the hour and minute hands is just a little bit odd to me. Again, not a big deal. It's very legible. I mean, you know how to tell the time. It's very easy to tell the time, but it's just kind of an odd combination. I'll go over a little bit more of the dial here in a second. The case, huge case. Looks like it's octagonal. Very 70s inspired. Very 70s inspired bezel. The bezel is not ceramic. It's got like a glass insert. It is Lume though, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But very angular case. You got some nice crown guards over here to protect the screw down crown. Great action on the crown. Really nice crown pop. Of course, your first position is your date. Your second position is your time. Go ahead and push that in and screw it back in. Really, really nice crown. Really like that crown. And it's signed, I believe. Yep, signed with the Spinnaker logo. And it looks like there's like a clear cabochon on the end. See how it's kind of, so it got like a little lens on it. Some sort of clear cabochon crown with the Spinnaker logo in the middle there. Interesting, really interesting. The bezel, guys, I gotta admit, it's really tough to turn because the case extends past the bezel almost everywhere. In fact, it does. It extends past the bezel everywhere. So gripping the bezel is very hard to do. You have to kind of fiddle with it to get a good grip. The one thing is it does line up perfectly. It's got great click action. I don't want to start clicking it now because it'd take me like 5 minutes to get it back to where it's supposed to be. But it's very well made. It is just very hard to grip. As you can see, it's very shallow. It doesn't have a lot of coin edge to it. So it's a little bit hard to grip. But man, the overall watch, it's got great build quality. I'm really impressed with Spinnaker's attention to detail now, and their build quality. Their quality assurance has really been improved. I like it a lot. This bracelet has got these hexagonal links, which are really nice. Bracelet feels awesome. You do have a milled clasp, really nice. You might want to take notice, Seiko. You got a milled clasp there. No dive extension or anything like that. Even though this is 300 meters water resistant, you would think you would get a dive extension with this watch. You do get 3 micro adjusts right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. You've got a screw-in case back. Of course, it's skeletonized. You can see the Seiko movement. Of course, you got sapphire crystal, the model number, water resist, all that good stuff. Laser etched on the case back. So there you go. Nice rotor there with Spinnaker on it. Really no decoration whatsoever on the movement itself. You got a little bit of decoration, like I said, on the rotor there. But that's really about it for the case back. I mean, nothing spectacular, but I mean, it looks good. So what else I want to tell you about this thing? Again, it's pretty heavy at 212 grams. It's definitely not going to be a light watch. It's a little bit heavy for me personally. I never like my watches to get above about 160, something like 165 grams. That's kind of like the weight limit that I like to limit myself to. Because then, you wear a watch this heavy, you're definitely going to notice this on your wrist. Some guys don't care, and that's absolutely fine. But for smaller guys, this might, be a little too heavy on you. You could probably swap this out with a different bracelet if you want. Maybe put it on a NATO, maybe put it on a like a beads of rice or Milanese if you want, because this bracelet does add a lot of weight to it, I'm sure. But the case itself, man, I can't get over the build quality. They did a really, really good job. Really good job with the build quality. Now these also come in different colors. You got the Bordeaux, which is like a dark burgundy, the Sahara, which is probably my other favorite color, and the Blue Yonder. Good looking colors. Again, probably the Sahara version, which is that super, super light cream or tan color. It's probably my other favorite version besides this orange. Good looking watch. Again, I'm really impressed with their quality improvement on these watches. I'm really impressed with this watch, man. If it didn't have a couple of those other flaws, I would really, really highly recommend it. I do recommend it now, but man, I wish, Spinnaker would change out this kind of strange handset. It's just, and that's just me. I mean, some of y'all might love this handset. Again, that's just my opinion. But to me, it's just a strange shape for the hourly minute hand for a dive watch. I understand why the minute hand is really big. That's for your dive counter. But I don't know. It's a little bit odd. But anyway, I mean, I like it. It's a cool looking watch. So let me go ahead and try this thing on real quick. It's got great wrist presence, that's for sure. Really, really nice. And it's, it's not quite as heavy as I thought it would be. Okay, maybe that 212 is not too bad. Fits good. The crown doesn't dig into you. Fits nice. All right. Let's go ahead and give you a Lume shot. Now, guys, don't expect too much from the Lume. Everybody compares watches to Seiko's LumiBrite. It's okay on this one. Not fantastic. I'll let you kind of judge for yourself here. Tell me what you think. I do like the fact that they lume that bezel, though. Let's see. Well, the bezel's lighting up pretty well. There you go. Not bad. Not too bad. It's already starting to fade just a tad. Now, I'm assuming if you charge this, all day, if you're out and about all day in the sun, it's probably going to last a little bit longer. And I don't know what type of lume they're using. I don't know what grade of Super Luminova this is. I have no idea. It doesn't list it on their website. But I mean, it gets the job done. It's not going to last all night, that's for sure. But it definitely gets the job done. So I'm just really, my main thing with this watch is the quality. Man, it just feels like it comes from a major manufacturer now. Good job, Spinnaker. I'm really impressed with this. And these hexagonal links are really cool looking. They have a really precise chamfer to each one. A lot of mobility. Nice, man. Really, really nice. Look at that. Man, I'm impressed. Spinnaker's really stepped up their game. So guys, if you want to get one of these, they're about $400 on Spinnaker's website, but you can use my coupon code MAV15 for 15% off. That's about $60 off. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you so you can check that out. Again, use my coupon code MAV15 for 15% off, and that'll save you about 60 bucks on this watch. And guys, that's been about it for this one. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really do appreciate it when you do that. That helps all of my analytics. And if you like my videos, I really would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. And that's really about it for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.